Deciding whether to buy, finance, or lease a car can be tricky. Each option has its pros and cons, and it can be overwhelming trying to figure out which one is best for you. In this video, we'll break down the main ways to get a car, compare their costs, and cover some important psychological factors to consider. 1. Buying a car outright. Buying a car outright is the simplest option. Pay the full price up front, and you own the car. No more monthly payments or interest, and once it's yours, you can sell it whenever you like. The downside? It's a big cash outlay, locking up your money in the car instead of being able to invest or use it elsewhere. 2. Financing a car. Financing, often called a hire purchase, lets you pay off the car over time. You put down a deposit, then make monthly payments with interest until you fully own the car. The upside? You get to spread out payments, making it easier to afford. However, interest can add a significant cost. For example, with an 11% interest rate, a car costing $30,000 might end up costing you $34,000 by the time you finish paying it off over 3 years. 3. Leasing a car. Leasing is like renting a car. You make monthly payments, but you don't own the car. Once the lease ends, you return it, and you may be able to lease a new car. Leasing often has lower monthly payments compared to financing because you're only paying for the car's depreciation during the lease term, not its full value. For example, a $35,000 car might cost you $380 a month with a lease, significantly lower than with financing, but you don't have the option to sell it later for cash. 4-point PCP, personal contract purchase, is a bit of a hybrid. You pay monthly for a set term and have the option to either buy the car at the end for a pre-agreed price or return it. Dealerships often push PCP because it keeps customers coming back to trade in for new cars. However, it can be one of the more expensive options if you choose to buy the car at the end. On a $30,000 car, for instance, you might end up paying around $36,000 over the life of the contract, including the balloon payment at the end. Which option is cheapest? If you're looking purely at cost, buying outright is often the cheapest option. For example, if you buy a $40,000 car outright and sell it 3 years later for $21,000, the total cost to you is about $19,000. Leasing and PCP can be more expensive in the long run, especially if you decide to buy the car at the end of a PCP deal. But leasing offers lower monthly payments, which can be appealing if cash flow is your main concern. Psychological factors to consider. There's more to consider than just the numbers. If you like to keep your cars for a long time, financing or buying outright might make sense. You'll own the car and won't have to worry about monthly payments after a few years. However, if you like driving new cars or don't want to worry about maintenance, leasing or PCP could be better, as they often include maintenance packages and allow you to upgrade every few years. Leasing and PCP also come with mileage restrictions and other limitations, so make sure to read the fine print. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, the best option depends on your financial situation and personal preferences. Buying outright saves you the most in the long run, but financing and leasing can make driving a new car more affordable in the short term. Whichever option you choose, make sure you run the numbers and know what you're getting into. Thanks for watching. If this video helped, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments how you plan to get your next car.